meet a shark, the best way to do it is an overcast, rainy day, and we've had big rain the night before, and where you can see the difference in that water line, where you've got that dark, murky water, and then you've got the clear water. The sharks just love to swim in and out of that line between the clear water and the dark water. Sometimes those are the risks you got to take. I mean, the benefits of it, it's not crowded, you can get a few more waves and make the most of it. So I mean, you got to do what you got to do. And reason for me heading down, I've got this theory which has sort of been proven a little bit from the blood tests that I've been doing. I've been sort of monitoring my own health, I suppose, and been watching my blood tests each week, and I made a discovery, and that discovery is going to make a lot of tradies happy. Well, not just tradies, but like everybody who surfs. It's going to put some justification into going surfing. I mean, the health benefits of surfing, everybody knows. It's great for mental health, great for clearing the mind. I mean, if you run a business, I can't recommend it any more highly. Like, go down the coast, try and have a surf. I mean, if you can't surf, just give it a go. You got to start somewhere. But I mean, when you're surfing, your mind is just switched off, and you are just in another element. So my theory, right? Well, I was having these blood tests every week, and I've been looking at the numbers, and I'll show you the proof. Now, this is another part of proving that theory today. I have the opportunity, so what my plan is, go down, go for a surf, spend some time in the water, try and have a good day, try and catch the last of this big swell. I've missed a lot of it, but I might get some today. And the theory is that surfing can help get those numbers where they need to be in terms of optimum kidney health. So what I've discovered, and I didn't know if I was doing the right thing or the wrong thing, I got out of hospital and I was like, just, gobsmacked with what was happening, and I was like, it just doesn't feel right. So I'm like, I'm going to make the most of it. So I went down, I'd been having blood tests, and I went for a surf one day, and I was like, I don't know if this is going to make it worse. I had my blood test due that afternoon, and I'm like, stuff it, just do it, just go do it. So I did, and I had the best day. Like, it wasn't busy, I was down at Greenmount, the swell was pumping, I got some awesome waves, got barreled twice on one wave, and twice on one wave, that's not super common. And I was stressing that it was going to affect my blood tests. So I was like, anyway, went for a surf, stayed out way longer than I should have. I was hydrated before I went in, hydrated as soon as I came out. Had the best day. Driving home thinking, these guys have got it all wrong. Like, they've got the wrong person. I feel amazing. So anyway, drove home. I was like, I've got to get my blood test in the afternoon. I'm like, oh no, like, I don't know if I've caused an issue or what. So anyway, I thought I'll go home, I'll have some lunch, I'll chill out for a bit, I'll go get my blood tests. Now, those blood tests take 3 or 4 days to come through, and my next appointment wasn't for 2 weeks to, like, let me know how my bloods were going. So I was like, righto, I'd come from 14%. And anyway, looking at the blood tests, you have to ask the hospital. So I said, look, I need a printout of my labs every time I've had the blood test, so I need to know what I'm working on in terms of what's bad and what's okay, and so I can study and work out what elements I need to improve on and how I can improve on them. So they did that for me. I got my labs, and it's really good. It shows you where you should be at, sort of on the right hand side column, and then it's got your dates and the blood tests that you've had, and then it'll show you those dates that you had those blood tests, and you just need to basically keep a mental note of what you did those days to try and figure out, you know, what might improve and what might not. I mean, this is just my theory. So my theory is that day that I went surfing, not all, but a lot of my numbers came into quite good areas. Not all of them, but some of them. And I thought at that time it was just a general improvement, and I didn't put it down to surfing. The next couple of weeks I didn't go surfing. I just had a lot on and I just didn't have time. Weather wasn't fabulous, so I didn't manage to get down. And you know, I had blood tests every week, so I had a couple more blood tests and then I had another appointment. I got those labs printed out and highlighted the day I went surfing. Now that day, a lot of those elements came really good, the best I've had since I've been out, really. And then the next couple of weeks after that, when I wasn't going surfing or I didn't go surfing, the elements came back down and started to not get so good. So my theory is today, go down, go for a surf, try and have a great day, get some exercise. I don't need to have a blood test because my blood tests now have been put off. I'm sort of in the monitoring stage of just wait and see what happens. It's like the downtrend until you end up, I don't know, in ICU, whatever, right? So the last couple of blood tests haven't been the best. I don't need to get the blood tests today, but I can. I've got another appointment in like a month's time. So my wife suggested to me this morning, she goes, if you're going for a surf, go get a blood test this afternoon, just to see if your theory's right. I'm like, that sounds good. So that's the plan, and we'll see what happens. And I mean, it could make a lot of people happy. Well, at least it justifies the existence of surfing and you know, the benefits of it. So let's see how we go. Surfing is terrible. You do not want to surf. Like, it's so dangerous. It's not good for you. You don't want to be out in the water. There's sharks, there's animals. They can eat you and kill you. It's probably best not to start. And like, you know, it'll definitely not help you. Weather's so changeable today. 1 minute it's like super sunny, then it's raining, and then clouds and looks like it's going to storm. Yeah, crazy. The amount of times I've driven down here and it's been pouring down in Brisbane, and then it's just been beautiful down here. I've surfed like most of the day, 3-4 hours or so, and then I've like cruised home and it's pouring down again. I'm like, it's been heaps of times. It's yeah, a bit of a spin out. Oh man, the surf has settled down a heap. It's nice and clean. We've got some really good clean waves. Yeah, sometimes it pays to wait until after the hecticness, but I don't know if you guys can see that, but they have some very nice clean waves right there. So picking the right spot where to go really makes a big difference. It can really make or break your session. You go to a place where the waves look more consistent and are sort of, you know, doing well, but the crowds are big there, and sometimes you can be sitting there a long time and just not get a wave. Other times you go to other places and you know, it's not as consistent. You got to wait a little while, and sometimes those places are better because the crowds aren't as much, and you know, you can plan it a bit more. You get a bit more of a rest in between. But yeah, picking your spot really makes or breaks the difference for the day. Today I am not quite sure as to where I'm going to go yet. So giving Greenmount a hit today. Don't know if that's the best choice. Sometimes it is, sometimes it's not. I mean, I can start off a snapper and sort of cruise my way down to Greenmount. So there's a good selection of waves through there. Can be super busy, so yeah, don't know if that'll work out quite well. Kira is looking really good, but it's not super consistent, so you know, I might be waiting there for a while. It's heaps less busy, so I might end up there, but we'll see what happens. I'll give you a quick look at the wetsuit that I've been running lately. It's a Buell, and I've had it for about 3-4 years now. It's been really good. I've used it for a few seasons. Deteriorated pretty quickly. Like, first thing that went was like I was using my knee heaps, and yeah, it just wore through the knee part real easy. I did cop a couple of big fin chops early on in the piece, you know, when I first got it, and sort of re-stitched them back up, and they've been holding up all right. It's been a great wetsuit. Super warm, super comfortable. It's getting on its last legs now, so I've replaced it. I tried to order another one, but they were all sold out, so maybe they're a bit of a hit, I don't know. I just picked it off the shelf and thought, yeah, I'll go with this one. It's been awesome. Like, it's a real pain to get on and a real pain to get off, but it's really watertight, or was really watertight, and that makes a big difference when it starts getting a bit colder. So yeah, highly recommend them. Give them a go if you can get one. But yeah, that's what I'm running at the moment. Another hot tip, getting your wetsuit on and off. I mean, I think most people probably know this, but maybe some don't. If you're just starting out, take a plastic bag with you, like a sandwich bag or a couple of them, and then you just flick them over your feet, and then slide your feet through. It just slides through so easy. Doesn't catch up, doesn't get binded up, and you know, you can do the same to get them off. Put the plastic bags over your feet, and then sort of wrap the wetsuit over the top lip of the bag, and sort of as you're sort of pulling it off, your feet just slip right through it. So half the damage gets done to the wetsuits when you're trying to get your ankles and your feet and your ankles out of the suit because they're so tight, and you end up ripping the fabric, and yeah, then they start to leak water and yeah, basically become not watertight. So yeah, I don't know, hot tip might be helpful. Give it a go. So another thing I want to touch base on, so I'll roll those clips that I took of surfing today. They weren't amazing, but still got out there, had a go. And it was packed. Like, I didn't think it was going to be that busy because of the storms and stuff, but like, man, the last few years I don't know. It's just gotten bloody crazy in terms of how many people are out. I mean, you go out and it'll be just flat. Middle of the week, middle of the day, and not even the middle of the day, like, 10 o'clock when everyone should be at work, and it is just absolutely packed. I'll touch base on if I ended up putting that clip in where I said, don't go surfing. I was only joking. I mean, it was just more like, you probably shouldn't start just to keep a few more people out of the water, but all honesty, it's good for you. Get out there and give it a go. So yeah, hopefully enjoy some of those clips. I'm not real good at editing. I'm just trying to learn all this stuff as I go. As you can probably tell, I try and do everything in one whack, so that I don't have to cut and paste and do all those bits and pieces, trying to make life as simple as possible for me. Still trying to get used to all the gear and figure that all out. I mean, I'm hopeless with technology apart from, doing a little bit on the laptop, emails and bits and bobs. So yeah, bear with me as I work it all out and figure it all out, maybe get some better equipment if this sort of works out all right. And yeah, we'll just see how things go. So hopefully you enjoy some of those bits, and I don't know, maybe it might relax you a bit, I don't know. Put music with it, I don't know. See how we go. Okay, so I didn't have the best surf today. When I got down there, it was pretty crowded. I felt pretty exhausted, to be honest, and was struggling a bit because I hadn't been for a little while. And breath work and definitely holding the camera in your mouth puts another element to it. It just makes it so much more difficult. When you duck under waves, you can't breathe out of your mouth to stop the water from coming back in. You need to hold your mouth shut and try and blow as much as you can out your nose. So that makes it really hard depending on the amount of time you're being held down for, because you can only push back against the water trying to get in for a period of time, before you run out of air and then you start choking on the salt water. So that's probably not good. But just touching base on those labs and the results that I was showing. So I've just come back, I've been running around, it's a bit later now, but I went down and I got home, had some lunch, had a shower, went and got that blood test. It'll be interesting to see if this theory gets proven. you know, whether or not it's surfing or it's just exercise in general, getting the blood flowing, the oxygen going through the veins, pumping through the veins, or I don't know. Who knows? We've just got to wait and see, you know. But I'll show you these labs. I don't know if you'll be able to see it real well because it's a little bit darker, but just trying to prove my point. And today's, you know, lesson on going and surfing and then getting the blood test might show that when I go surfing that those labs improve. So I'll show you a little bit of a chart here now and give you an idea of that. I mean, you might be able to pause on the screen and see it a bit easier, but I'll show you there now. So, you know, these are the results here. I don't know if you can see them real well, but the dates are up the top of which dates I've had the blood tests. Then on the far side here, it'll tell you basically what you should be between for sort of the average person, you know what I mean? And, you know, mine aren't super great, but the orange ones that are highlighted are the main ones that sort of people look at in terms of kidney health and function. So it's mainly potassium, urea, creatinine, your EGFR, and phosphorus, all right, which is phosphorus down here. So, I mean, you can see when I first came out of hospital, we're looking at 1.3 to 1.2. Now, the day I went surfing, 0.9, right? And they want you to be sort of between 0.8 and 1.5. So, you know, sort of creeping a little higher there. Still very in normal range, but phosphorus came down to 0.9. Then I stopped surfing and it went back up to 1.2, 1.3, right? And then if we go back up to EGFR, came out 17, 16, they all went surfing, 18, you know, circled there. All right, what do we got here? The week after that, 17 went downhill a little bit, back up to 18. My creatinine is through the roof a bit, so that should be between 60 and 130. I'm actually at 343, 358. See how I went back up? So I'm 358, that went down a little bit, which is good. 352, so I went 352, 358. 352 is the day I went surfing. All the ones I went circles is the day I went surfing. Urea, I went from 15.4, 15.5, 13.7, you know, surfing day. Next week, back up to 15.6, so that's not great. Yeah, it came down a little bit, 14.5. Should be between 2.5 and 8.0. Potassium, 4.0, 4.0, 3.6, you know, did good there. 3.7 started creeping back up again. 4.2 creeping back up again. Should be between 3.5 and 5.0. So, I mean, yeah, there you go. I mean, the results, go surfing, and it starts to get a little bit better. Like, not, you know, amazingly better, but we're getting better. And, you know, no surfing, we're going back up. So, I don't know. We'll see what this next test, you know, comes up with. So, yeah. They're the results, and we'll see what happens, I suppose. Don't really have much else to go with, so that's it, really. We'll see what happens.